Look at all that. End of an era. Alright, so this is what the studio looks like right now. It's a bit of a weird one because we are moving, and I have decided to replace my old panels with some nicer, newer ones, because when I made these, it was in a little bit of a rush. So as you can see, they're a little bit warped and imperfect, and there's a lot of creases in them from the previous build. They're a cheap MDF frame with some rock wool inside, and then some cardboard on the back of some of them to try and hold it in place. Because I used bed sheets, they're a little bit too stretchy and flexy, so sometimes the rock wool would sag forwards out of these. Less than ideal. I also feel like the black was a little bit too dark and kind of darkened up the room quite a lot. So the plan is to get some nicer, more natural coloured ones. So today we're going to go pick everything up, and hopefully by the end of today have some new, stronger, nicer panels.
Oh.
So I brought this fairly cheap drill just to make my life a little bit easier, and it came with these drill bits. Now, some of these drill bits were bent, so when I would turn the drill on, they'd rotate like this. Rotate like this. Rather than like that, rather than like that. It's a straight angle, if that makes sense. So I've gone out and brought new drill bits. These are designed to drill through metal, which makes them obviously stronger. They're much less likely to bend. They're also longer, so they penetrate the right amount of wood. So we should be clean sailing from now on. You're gonna have to forgive how I look at the minute. It's been a lot trying to get the move sorted, trying to fix up the flat, trying to get everything together, as well as building these panels. I've not had time to vlog or do my hair. Oh, me. This is where we're at. Pretty good progress. You can see here I've screwed and drilled and made the actual frames. Put a layer of calico fabric on the front, and forgive how they look on the back, but sort of bed backing fabric on the back to hold the rock wool inside. However, once I'd done that, the unfinished fabric was a little too thin, a little too breathable. So I've been putting another layer on them, and it seems to have pretty much sorted out my see-through problem. There are these little creases in some of them. The fabric I brought was creased, but because of the type of fabric it is, it should absorb a little bit of moisture over the next couple of days and then stretch out drum tight. So we're in a pretty good spot. So after all that, we've moved everything, we've got it all up here, and I've got the finished panels up in this new studio space now. It's actually kind of crazy how much sturdier they are. It was a lot of work, and at a few points I started getting quite frustrated with the process just because it felt like it was never ending. But yeah, now I can say I'm really, really glad that I put in that effort and made these new panels. To look at pictures and videos of the last space, they were kind of warped and bent and just weren't really feeling that, you know, professional, whereas these just look great. And it's such a brighter, bigger space. It just feels so good to sit and work in here. So aside from the new kind of aesthetic of the room, something that really is beneficial is how good the room sounds now. Part of it is, I think, because of the floor to ceiling bass traps. At this point, I've been here for 4 to 5 days and only got the studio set up maybe a day ago. But already in that time, I found that the mixes I do in this room translate so much better than the mixes I've done in the previous space. That, the bigger space, the better aesthetic, the more natural light. I'm really, really excited to get doing a lot of good work in here now. So if you have watched this disjointed thing the whole way through, thanks very much. If it's something that you want to see more of, let me know and I can do more of these kind of informal vlogs and stuff that I just film on my phone. And before I end this video fully, I just want to shout out Split the Dealer and Davis St. John. They're both what you would class as up and coming artists, and they've pulled quite a bit of cash together and booked a gig at Scarlet in London, which they're giving themselves a year to try and sell out. So make sure you follow them on their Instagrams and get behind their journey, because I'm really excited and I think they can do it. So get involved with that. Support small artists. And that's about it from me. So cheers. If you want to work with me, drop us a DM to book in.